That's a heck of a start. I have to come through here again, and also we have so much ammo that I'm just gonna kill everything. I couldn't figure out earlier how to get that weapons thing open. I probably like missed one of the things. There's like a key or something. So, and I like how they put like a big rubble in front of it, so it's like, sorry, bud, you missed your chance with Chris. Okay, so this is where we were earlier.
Whoa. Hey, buddy.
It's very dark, but it won't be that dark for long. So this is earlier where you saw that the plate fell, so we're really close to it, right? Yeah, sure. This is the reason I couldn't come through this room earlier, because it was filled with poisonous gas, and I have to come down this way to ventilate it. I'm also very curious if earlier, if I didn't destroy all those breakable things. Yeah!
Who's even shooting?
I heard he was shooting at God. It's like some meme from something. Oh, it's from True Detective. Do you ever see the show True Detective, like the first season?
No.
It's really good.
Shooting God.
But I forgot about this. But the main character, Matthew McConaughey, is like very like, I don't know, like very specific, like always questioning everything. And one of the memes out there is like, who was he shooting at? Like he's like shooting a shotgun randomly like 15 times into the air, and they're like, who was he shooting at, lads? And then you say, he was shooting at God. Oh damn it, I forgot. You know what? I'm gonna come back because it actually doesn't take too much. I forgot the handgun, and I just, for completion's sake, I'm gonna bring it so we can do the upgrade. So stupid, but whatever. Damn it. Hey, I didn't get it.
Is that just like a chance thing, or is it just you mash hard enough?
Oh, you know what? I don't know if I can go this way. Where's the next I can't go down, so where's the next closest item box? Where's any item box? Is there...
I wish I could help you, but I really have no idea.
I will...
This entire game is so confusing.
It's very confusing. I guess I'm just gonna do it normally, and when I come back, I can easily come through and do the handgun again. It sounds weird, but when I have to put the, when I have to put the shotgun away again, I can easily just come back and do it. Rambo, Rambo, Rambo. Yeah. I came into that problem last time because it's like, why would I have the handgun on me at this point? Why? With all the stuff I have. But it's honestly not a big deal because I do have to come back in this general area again, so no big deal. It is necessary to come in here because you do get the other chemical in here. If you remember, Claire was like, I don't, it's chemicals for gun maintenance. I don't need this. And that was pretty much it. All right, so now we have the Clement mixture. This can dissolve the enhanced alloy diploid. So all we need now is that eagle metal, and we can get out of here. So this part, if you know exactly what you're doing, is not super long at all. I find that Chris's part is Claire's part on the island is by far the longest thing in the game. It's really not even close. And let's...
Wait, are, like, the zombies respawn?
No, I just never killed that one. But I have generally so much ammo that I'm like, alright, I'll kill it. So now, this one could confuse you if you're like, wait, how do I get out again? Like, you might want to go out the way I did before and get on the elevator, but that is not what you want to do. Gotta love when they're crawling.
That guy's doing the worm, dude.
But have full life. This one threw me off at first because I forgot that you can. I didn't forget you can come back here, but I forgot that you can just. Right. I forgot that you can just leave out the front door. So this is something we're gonna do. Oh, right, and we're gonna get BTFO'd by hunters. So gonna get ready for that. I also really do not like how I don't have any healing, but we should survive. Should. Dot, 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 dot. We're gonna instantly run. See ya, see ya. Still got hit.
It's like a hospital get away from me.
Yes, okay. And there is actually an item box down here, so this is perfect. I'll pull the handgun out as well. Yeah, and the reason I didn't fight those now is when you come back after you have the item down here, they're replaced with poison hunters. So, this game's pretty brutal to Chris. It's just like, hey, you're Chris. It's hard mode again. Here's a million hunters. And I think there's at least 2, if not 3 poison hunters when you go back, so I will absolutely fill up on that. Alright, so let's just make our own. And oh, you know what? I can put that other one away. Alright, so let's use this one, and let's put that 50% away. We don't need that for any reason.
Are you grabbing the handgun? Or is that later?
Yes, good point. Handgun. Where'd my handgun?
Imagine filling up this entire thing with items.
You like, probably could. And you gotta grab your handgun and not Claire's, because that's not parts for the handgun. And this game's a lot of, like, just memorization. Like, you have to memorize that there's a friggin' hunter that's gonna come here in 1 second. Also, it's very dark. I wait for them to get up because I don't think you hurt them on the ground. Even though sometimes they'll instantly jump at you, as you saw with the very first hunter, where it'll just quite literally 1 second and be like, nope, I'm good. Oh yeah, there's a puzzle coming up that I'm like absolutely just gonna guess at. I know there's an easier answer, but it's just about trial and error, so watch as I fumble through this, lads. So if you tried to move that bridge, it would be like, something's wrong with it. The pressure is wrong with the bridge. And what you have to do is you have to come in here and you have to change this.
Is this the puzzle you wanted me to look up?
We're gonna figure it out.
Okay.
I think what I want to do is this. Then I want to do this, this, this.
I don't even understand.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay.
So we want to get to 7. So that's 5. That's the full 5. And then that's 2. There's probably a faster way to do it. I'm certain there is, but that way works for me. So remember those enemies earlier where I was like, hey, for once you get an item and the enemies all don't get up. So there's only 3 of them, and shotgun shells are worth their weight in gold, and also I kind of want to get rid of this submachine guns at this point. So.
What a weird area. Hello?
Also, to be clear, you do not have to get these. The weirder part is that like they're in the corner and you don't have to be near them at all, so you can just leave. I would rather have 7 shotgun shells over, I think that was like 12% of submachine gun.
Oh, that was literally just for shotgun shells.
Yep, that's it. But
I mean, it's worth it.
like I said, I find shotgun shells more worth it, and also I kind of want to get to the point where I'm like not taking along the submachine gun anymore. The main reason to get the submachine gun in this part is you don't always have the shotgun with you, you know? And if you're in an area where you don't have the shotgun and there's hunters, which if you do things right, you're not going to have happen, but it could potentially happen. Then you're kind of boned because the shotgun's the only thing with the stopping power to really, stop hunters. Which, speaking of that, we'll be fighting 2 of them in a little bit, so those shotgun shells we just got will be all but gone. Because playing as Chris means no fun time. I think if you get near them, there's less of a chance of them, like, messing with you. See, I think that one took an extra one just because I, like, hit it too early. It's... Sometimes it does just naturally take 4, but sometimes it's just like, oh, man, come on. So, I'm definitely going to get by that dude, and I only have 8% left, so... Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's, yeah, I forgot to mention that. There are exploding zombies now.
Nice.
You can see the one... It's a little dark, but you can see the one has an explosive device on its back, so, yeah. This game's like, hey, you beat the Claire part, right? Well, F you.
Yeah, unfortunately, like... This is a problem with most Resident Evil games, where the zombies start as threats and then become fodder later on. But this game especially, like, immediately just makes zombies, like, very non-threatening, kind of.
So, I'm actually really glad that I have 3 item slots, because I forgot that you need to have 3 item slots.
Oh, do you take this back to that painting room?
Yep, to the painting room. Yep.
That's so stupid.
I think it's a really, like, cool thing. I think it sucks that it takes 3 item slots. Yeah. But in fairness, there is a an item box right there, so it's not a huge deal. Like, if you didn't have all 3 item slots, you could just, like, you know. Ooh, baby.
Do they grab onto you? Do they explode?
I don't think so.
They have scary eyes.
I don't know what they were going with that. So, we're going to put the submachine guns away for Eber. Sorry, lads.
What? But it is 2%.
2%. Okay, done. So we're gonna put them away. We're gonna get a blue herb, and I want to say no. This is one of the last 2 or 3 times you fight poison hunters. Luckily, this game isn't super mean and isn't constantly throwing poison hunters at you. By the way, Hunter Gammas in Resident Evil 3 Remake. Just why?
The whole game is just why.
Why do they even exist? Okay, so yeah, we are good. We have the handgun, which we're gonna use. Oh, by the way, this music right now, I'm pretty sure it's music from the original Resident Evil. Like, with like slight changes.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it's one of the main hall themes.
It does sound like it.
Might just be like a redo. So, as much as I want to try to just run past these poison hunters, I'm probably not gonna do that. And just actually, you know, try. If there's only 2 and the one's kind of far away, we'll be okay. If there's 3, we're boned. Let's see. Let's find out. Oh, cool. See ya! Definitely poisoned. Oh my god, there's 3 of them, yeah. F that room. That is potentially the worst room in the game. Am I poisoned or am I on caution? I'm just on caution. I don't think we see any other hunters for a while, so I'm just gonna be chill. What we want to do is we go down here. It's so hard to memorize this layout because it's like, hey, you remember that layout you just did? It's all different now.
Yeah.
Like, some things that were like accessible now aren't, and it's like just very hard to remember.
This place is so maze-like, and like
what? Dude, that's so crazy. I left the Bandersnatch alive every other time, and apparently that's what you want to do, because I'd rather do that than like multiple zombies.
That sound.
I don't have to come through here again, so... It'd be cool if there weren't any down here. Okay. Slowly getting that. Alright. So, unfortunately, we are going to have to put shotgun back for the last time. And... hopefully... I've never walked back in this area, so hopefully it's not teeming with enemies again. I don't know why it would be, but this is Resident Evil we're talking about. Okay, probably just this one. Oh no, I cleared them all out. Good. So yeah, when we look at the end of the game and you see like all the items I have, keep in mind that like... was like, oh god, please not have another hunter, because I would be so screwed. Keep in mind that I mostly cleared out, like, every room possible. Like, there were a couple where I was like, it's really unnecessary, but I can modify my Glock 17. Sure. You take an enhanced handgun. So it carries more, I think. And you check it, it's like, modified Glock 17. It's a modified Glock 17. I assume it's stronger.
Nice. Dude, I could have sworn that Claire gets a mod for her gun that, like, makes it have, like, a stock to it that, like, extends, like, to her elbow, and, like, it can shoot in 3.
She did.
Oh, did you already get that?
Did I get that? I'm pretty sure I got that.
Oh, okay.
We'll see when we go back to... we might not get to Claire's part this time. It's actually very possible. Especially since she's not poisoned, actually. It's pretty darn possible. But, yeah, so we're going to head back to first floor. We're going to be aware that there will be no hunters and no zombies in this hallway. Because this game is based, and it likes us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had that thing where you can fire faster. Maybe not the... I don't know if that 3-round burst is this game. But you definitely can fire... It's manual and auto. You can set it to manual and auto. Alright, so we're going to clear out some inventory space, luckily. This is why I'm, like, always, like, with Chris, I'm constantly like, oh, God, like... I always have to have so many items on me. Oh, actually... nah, I'm just on caution. Oh, yeah, that's right! Check this out. Best thing in the game. Ready for it? Oh, these items. Yes?
Is that a free 50% right there?
No, it's even better, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you get the shotgun?
You'll see. It kind of like works itself out, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna be seeing an optional boss that I don't know why anyone would ever fight, or if it's even possible to fight. I would be very curious to see.
What? Chris being scared.
Oh God.
Oh my God. Whoa! What the heck was that? Oh, that's better.
That's half the reason I had this blue herb on me. Oh, cool. Hey, yeah, the reason I kept it in my inventory, I was like, right, spiders. Uh-huh. Do you want to see the most unnecessary item placement in the world? Like, these are nice.
Oh my God.
I know, dude. It's, like, constant. I'll show you the most unnecessary item placement in the world. I'm not even going to pick it up. So, what do we got? Let's do 50% here. Pick that up, and we have one more slot, but we'll be good. Okay. So, remember that those enemies earlier with Claire that broke through in that one room? Here it is as an adult, and there's this memo that like talks about how fast these things like mature and stuff. So this is a really weird boss. It cannot get out of the water. By the way, that's the one. You're like this far, and it's like, here's your handgun bullets, bro. Okay. I don't know how to fight this, or quote-unquote fight this, and not, actually, let's keep it on. Not get hit at least once.
Yeah, it's the entire friggin' thing.
Also, this takes a lot. Don't be surprised if I'm cautioned again. Oh, nice. That went about as good as it possibly could have. I assume you could fight this if you wanted to, but all you have to do is pick that up and just get out. So,
what's the point?
This game has a lot of optional bosses. Also, just to clear up space, the whole reason we came here was to get this, and to put that with that, to get the halberd. I thought it was halberd, but I guess it's halberd. Placed on the eagle plate. It's made of gold and looks like a middle-aged halberd. And that is everything we need to get out of this area. I mentioned that with Claire's because I found it so funny Hi, go away.
Man, I could see, like, a first-time player getting stuck on this part forever, because, like...
Oh my god, yeah.
That's a lot of steps to get that thing.
Are we poisoned? No, we are just cautioned already. My god.
Well, you did take 2 of those,
Yeah, well, like I said, they take at least 30%. Probably 30-40%. Yeah, it's very complicated. Very complicated. You could technically get out of here without the shotgun, but it's actually easier to just go and get the shotgun. Because there's another way, like, out of it once you're at the bottom. We're going to get the shotgun and then save before we leave, just because we literally haven't had a save yet. And for no particular reason, we're going to pick up these. Yeah, I have enough item slots. And for no particular reason, we're going to pick up these. And shotgun, which we get to keep, luckily. That would certainly stink if we couldn't. Yeah, I think that shotgun thing right there is, like, the most complicated part of this by far. Not even the fact that you're like, hey, I want this shotgun, but sometimes you're like, wait a minute, I can't just go down. There are zombies in here. Hopefully they don't get up in time.
These are 2 runners, bro.
Oh my god, are you serious? I have to come back down and get them. Ugh.
Can you just use one of the blue herbs?
I'll just come back. It's not a bother, because I'm literally right at this room. So. I mean, do I need them? No. But do I really... I think at the end of the game...
1,500%.
Before I beat it, I want to, like, organize everything and show you this is what I have left. You know, I haven't played this game, like, particularly well. I haven't played it, like, you know, badly, but I'm not, like, speedrunning it and killing it kind of thing. Alright, so yeah, you... I don't need you anymore.
Don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore.
This literal game is that. It's like, every time you get, like, a weapon, you're like, oh, submachine gun, that's cool. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. Shotgun. Never mind. It's, like, constant that, where it's just like, alright. Then you get the shotgun, and you go to the Antarctic base, you're like, oh, this shotgun's cool. Then you're like, wait a minute. There's a Magnum. And then 1 second later, you're like, wait a minute. There's an AK-47.
Wait, is there something in the water now?
Enemies.
Were there enemies?
Yeah, they were getting up as I left. There's two whatchamacallits? Zombies.
Zombarinos.
Zombies. Okay. So, I don't believe I need this blue herb for a while. So we're going to put that away. We are going to have the shotgun with us. Oh my god, dude. Unbelievable. And I have, like, so many items. I'm like, where are the ink ribbons? There we go. Okay, so you just 300%, not a big deal. Although, as Claire in a little bit, we will, like, instantly need them.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's just save there.
Why do you, like, save in such random spots?
So I absolutely do not save over because I'm an idiot sometimes. All right, sometimes, right? All right, so I got that. Dude, it's like never ending. All right, that should do us. Yes. Yes. Because when we get into the Antarctic base, in 1 second we'll be in a another save room again, but whatever. Alright, so yeah, we are done with this part. What? I don't have my phone on me. What real lifetime is it? As opposed to fake lifetime.
10:30.
Wow. Okay, yeah. So I will not get to the part as Claire, but I will get right up to it. This game's just longer than I think, you know?
Here's your private jet.
Like, I can roll through Resident Evil 3 in, like, always less than an hour. But then again, I do watch every cutscene in here.
By the way, Chris can just pilot a jet.
Click, 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 I'm in. Oh, do you want to stop it after this cutscene for the final part then?
I already cut it.
You already cut it.
Yeah. Don't you remember the teleport I did 15 minutes ago?
Oh yeah. Then we're good. We'll be good through the whole thing then.
Yep.
Sweet. So yeah, we flew. I don't think this is technically, despite going from tropical to Antarctic climate, I don't think it's like a far flight. I think wherever you were was like decently south of the equator, so it's not like they're going like throughout the whole
My eyes, dude.
world.
Oh.
Yeah, very bright.
Freaking the Alfred Island's the darkest place in the world.
Ah, dang it! I should have brought the crossbow for this next part. I'm gonna have to waste a couple shotgun shells. Rip.
Remember that time 30 minutes ago when you were like, I'm not going to use a crossbow ever again?
The only reason I use it is because it's so, I have so much, like, weaponry for it.
There's so much weaponry for everything.
That is also true. I pilot. Okay, so we are in this Antarctic base. Chris says not a single word because he's just too Chad.
He did say, I'm gonna come save you, Claire.
So lame, dude. Chris is like the lamest of all Resident Evil characters. Oh, this is like the worst item to have for this. Dude. Okay. I just saved, right? Yeah. Can I... Do I have to reset the system, or can I... Okay.
Rip.
Teleport! Yeah, that is like... Beep!
The VMU.
The VMU. I would have been able to kill those things, but I would have had to waste maybe like 7 shotgun shells on each of them. So, no. No thank you. But yeah, even the beginning opening for the Dreamcast with that, you know, dun.
Soulful.
Soulful. So soul.
Just like the original PS1 logo is soulful.
PS4, no soul.
Yeah.
Dreamcast, soul. The system with the least soul of all time, by the way, I'm sorry to Xbox fans, is the Xbox One. There is no soul to be found there at all.
The original... Are you talking about the Xbox One?
I'm sorry,
the
Xbox One, like the newest system.
I do like the original Xbox startup of it being like in some test chamber and like it mutates into the Xbox
even the
logo.
360 is like, okay.
The 360 is whatever.
Like, I like the
just
noises
the
it
logo.
makes, but the Xbox One's like, hey, remember Windows, kids?
Yeah.
Remember Windows 10?
Original Xbox being like...
I know, dude. So good. Where's my crossbow? There we go. Alright. Get out of here. That's probably the lamest reason ever to restart, but, like, it would have been such a gigantic waste to shoot those things. I thought I could get past them without shooting them, but clearly it would not have been easy, so... Luckily, I was like, hey, I'm gonna save right here.
At least you can skip the cutscenes.
Oh, yeah.
Probably wasted, like, a total of 3 minutes.
Dun 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 dun. I'm coming for you. Oh, wow. Wow! That loaded so fast.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
Holy crap.
It's like it already loaded it.
I was like, the reason I paused is I was still mashing start. That was incredible. A speedrunner's probably like, start one time. Okay, I'm good. I'm running. Alright. So yeah, this is... Hi? Hello?
What the heck?
Hello? Okay. What is going on? There we go. I mean, they take a lot, but like, holy crap. I think there's a second. Yeah, there's a second one I did not even see. Why am I missing? Okay.
Yeah, the problem is that since it's not hit scanning like all the other weapons, like the thing physically needs to travel towards it, so...
I don't know if it's because I was shooting too fast, but that was really weird.